All right, let's talk about James Bond. What does he say? Shaken, not stirred.
He didn't say that in this one, did he?
Yeah, I think he did. Didn't
Did he? I didn't.
when he ordered the 2 drinks for him and
Oh yeah, he did.
the Blade
I
Runner
remember
girl.
that part.
He
Yeah.
said shaken, not stirred.
Missed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. All right, James Bond, Carrie Joy Fukunaga. Last of Daniel Craig's Bonds officially.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die.
How ironic.
Yeah.
There was time.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
For me, you shouldn't get all emotional with a Bond film, but like this and Mission Impossible or like some other ones, I grew up. One of my mom's favorite like kitchen movies is Casino Royale, and she loves that movie. And she's got a lot of kitchen movies, Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but that's one of them. And from starting there, and then you get the stinker, and then you get the really really good one, and then you get the stinker, and then you get this fucking awesome, perfect ending.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was bold. It was beautiful, well paced for almost a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
I thought it did not feel like 3 hours.
Yeah.
There was aspects, of course, that I didn't really like about it, but all in all, as soon as it ended, when that last shot, he's looking up at the sky, and it's just like, oh God, it's happening.
Yeah, he's got the subtle like smiles on his
Yeah.
face, like, enjoying the fireworks show, kind of.
Right. So for me, this was a perfect ending for the
yeah.
Bond franchise,
Yeah.
for Daniel Craig's Bond.
I agree, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
This might be my favorite one.
It is
honestly.
mine, yeah.
Yeah, I rewatched Skyfall, and I know that's like the super hyped up one.
Yeah.
Not as good as I remember.
Really?
Yeah, it's they're like you said, there's the pattern of like pretty good, whoa, like pretty good, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And then this is on the high end of the
Right.
pattern, but yeah, they're all good or whatever. Casino Royale's great. Skyfall has great moments.
Yeah.
This movie, yeah, it just nailed it. Like you said, the pacing, like I felt the length of it. But this is a rare movie where like I feel the length and I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like I was like ready for whatever was next. I
Mhm.
didn't want it to end. I was like not minding the runtime of it all.
Right.
I was enjoying it. Maybe it was because I knew it was like the send off
Yeah.
for this character. But
Yeah.
it hit all the right notes for me too. So.
Yeah. As someone who has never seen a James Bond, I
Only
did really
experience.
enjoy. Exactly. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know if okay. So I thought that James Bond was just a cover name.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
007.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. I talked about it in the car. I was like, so 007 is the one they just pass on to
It's
each
just
other.
a number.
I thought that if the other one died, they just find someone, name them James Bond. So like the whole time, the girl was like calling him James. I was like, wait, why don't you use his real name? But now I know because I read up on it, which I should have before I watched this one. But I did like it, and I don't really usually like action movies,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I enjoyed it, especially the last part where it made me cry so much when she goes like, "Oh, if we only had time," and I was like, "If you only had time," like, oh, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I got emotional at the end of this movie too.
Right?
I never
Something
would have
about it.
expected it.
Yeah.
Never would have expected that. But
It's
like
crazy.
maybe it was like you could feel like the 15 years of dedication that
Right.
for Daniel Craig too, like of just this character being with this character for so long,
mm-hmm.
and it was the perfect send off. Like
it was.
after I got out of this movie, I was like, where do you take this character after
Yep.
this?
You don't.
You
just
don't.
let it die.
Right.
You literally like because this is the encapsulation of James Bond as a character and Daniel Craig's.
Yeah.
Where it's like he's always choosing the job over his life or whatever.
Yep.
And in this one, he doesn't want to live without what's in his life, and he can't, like he physically can't do it.
It's almost like because he's tried to retire obviously on
Yeah.
multiple
Right.
occasions,
Yeah.
but like, is he actually going to retire? No, the job is always going to call him back. His
Right.
family's always going to be in danger, so
Yeah.
Right.
he has to die.
Yeah.
I mean, it just has to be
The
like
only
that.
possible solution, because
Mhm.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But like the character was brought through the cathartic exercises of a character that leads them to like the end of their journey too. So, you know what I'm saying? So like the James Bond character after this movie is like done.
Yeah.
Unless you like completely change it, which then it's not James Bond anymore. Because like all of what James Bond is roped into like his like misogyny and all that whatever
Mhm.
shit. Like you either completely change it or you do more of the same, which is not going to be good in my
Right.
opinion either. So
Right.
it's like I was like struggling to decide if I was like the studio head
Mhm.
on like what to do next.
Yeah, and I think Daniel Craig's James Bond. I mean, I haven't. I think I've seen one Pierce Brosnan's one, but like
Mhm.
the whole thing is he's like a stud, and obviously Daniel Craig is a stud and a womanizer in terms of being Bond.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he brings emotion to the role.
Yeah.
Like, and the other people that I've like listened to and stuff, they complain about, oh, he wants to be the emotional Bond. That's not who Bond is. It's like, shut up. Let him have some emotion. Let him bring some actual character to the character.
I don't want to
know?
just watch some smug white dude being like walking into a room and like women dropping their pants. Like he
Right.
doesn't have to try half the movies.
Yeah.
At least in this one, it's like you can tell he like cares about the girl he's talking
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like I don't
He
know.
has that emotional connection. And same with
Yeah.
like
Right.
Vesper.
Right.
Some might think Vesper's overplayed, but that's his first actual like love.
Yeah.
And that changed his life, obviously.
Right.
And it's
This one did a great job with the callbacks. I missed some of them because it's been a while since I watched Quantum of Solace and Spectre and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But they brought like almost all of the previous Craig movies in a perfect way too.
They did,
Like
yeah.
they got the Blofeld stuff, they got the Vesper stuff. I don't know if they brought anything from Quantum of Solace, honestly, but
I don't think so.
yeah. But they just like you could feel the history with this character too,
Yeah.
which was nice.
Which I think all the emotional impact at the end. I don't know.
Mhm.
I just it made me think too of I couldn't help but think of Mission Impossible because that's the other series. It's Ethan Hunt and it's James Bond Daniel Craig version, and it's just like, how are they gonna break my heart with Mission Impossible?
When's Ethan Hunt gonna die, dude?
Exactly. Well, he can't die.
No.
Tom can't die. Anyway,
Yeah.
He'll be running across some plane, fucking falling, just smack the ground. He'll get back.
I'll just bounce up, keep running.
It takes off high speed again.
But yeah, no, I think it was a perfect send up. My biggest gripes, I would say, is probably I think they underused Rami Malek.
Yeah.
I thought he's obviously a phenomenal actor,
Mhm.
but at the same time he's not old enough to be
40.
who he is.
Yeah, I was
50.
wondering because wasn't he he was already a man when
In the flashback
Yeah.
or whatever. Mhm.
so I was kind of confused. I thought it was like his dad or whatever,
yeah.
Yeah,
but
Yeah, I feel you. Some of his motivations and intentions are just like,
yeah.
okay. Like that's most of the Bond villains to me kind of
They
feel
are.
the same.
Yeah,
like
they
where it's
are.
just like they just spew random fucking literature at you
Yeah.
and like hope that they're like trying to get some meaningful thing across
Right.
to you.
Mhm.
So I know what you mean where it's like I kind of wanted more from Rami Malek, but at the
Yeah.
same time I was just like Bond villain, let's move.
right.
Moving on.
Which
you know?
was I think the saving grace because like you're in it for Bond to save the day,
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
and
I was
that's
gonna
what he
ask
did.
if like
sort of.
villains are like a huge thing for Bond movies.
Every
like-
movie is like it's Bond and who's going to be the villain? You know,
Yeah,
like
okay.
who's to play the villain? Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
I
what's
think-
his tick? What's,
Right.
What's,
Because that
what's
was
the
the only
goal?
thing that I was like, I kind of wish, the villain was a lot more.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
like
The nanobot shit, all the stuff, like I could tell that they were playing with like the genealogy of Bond and his daughter or whatever, and I knew it was going to come back around somehow.
right.
It didn't really come around the way I thought it would, but I knew that eventually he was going to be infected where he couldn't see his family
Mhm.
again.
Yeah.
So I was kind of waiting for that to happen, and they needed that mechanism in the story to make the emotional thing happen at the end. But at the same time, it was very like convoluted and clogged to get there,
Yeah.
kind of.
And I think with the nanobots, another complaint I see is like, why didn't he just turn his watch on and kill the nanobots? But, do you know how nanobots work? Me either, so shut the fuck
Right.
up.
I don't know either. Maybe you should just wait 5 years, Bond, and then see if technology catches up.
Yeah.
That's what I
Right.
kind of thought, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's a movie, so.
He was shot to hell anyways.
Yeah,
He was just ready to die.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But he had something to live for now.
Yeah.
That's a sad part. That was I was like, oh god.
But the thing is, he had something to live for, but he would get pulled back into work.
Yeah.
I mean, Felix came up to him and was like, I got a job for you. He was like, no thanks. And then someone was like, hey, I'm going to take this job. He's like, fuck.
All right.
I'll do it.
Yeah, something's always gonna come back.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just, that's what he chooses every time. Work over
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the love interest. But at the same time, they obviously live with him. They have some impact on him, which is
Mhm.
refreshing with Bond.
Yeah.
But
Maybe this is why I enjoyed it so much too, but the first 20 minutes of this movie before the credits hit, like after it happened, I was like, that might be like the best Bond film I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like it was like a Bond short film kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was like just so spot on and perfect that I was like, I don't even know if I need to watch the rest of this movie. Like I don't know, just the first 20 minutes were so solid, I thought.
Yeah.
Even with the flashback with Rami Malek's character, the tension that it built, I was like, fuck yeah, man, I'm in. And then like the classic, he's there onto him again or whatever, he's in hiding or whatever, and then sends her off on the train. Like that's like a Bond short film, dude. I don't know. I really loved that, and that gave me some goodwill, I think.
And it had all the Bond, the gadgets, and,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
it's got the
that's-
car,
right,
it's fucking
yeah.
got everything. Yeah.
It was a blast. And then when the credits hit, you're like, oh shit.
There's
the
a movie still. Yeah,
yeah.
holy fuck.
We're
Yeah.
just getting started, And
Yeah.
I thought the opening credits were awesome.
Dude, I like how they do those inventive
Yeah.
sequences for. I think they've done it from all of them.
Yeah.
But the DNA gun helix, dude,
Yeah.
where the bullets are like firing at
Yep.
each other.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my god, that's just fucking
So
That's
cool. So fun.
awesome. Yeah.
It reminded me of the Black Panther end credit scenes
Mm.
for some reason, like with the statues and.
With
Oh wait, no.
Is that like the vibranium stuff?
Yeah.
I get what
Yeah.
you mean.
I like those kinds of.
I don't think I ever saw those credits.
No, the end credits for Black
I
Panther.
think I ran out of that movie
Oh.
as soon as it was over. But I got my beef with that one.
But I thought all the action. Obviously, it's dude. I just let the budget smack me in the face in this movie. Like I was sitting in the theater, just letting it all like smack me. Like that's how I felt, because you could just feel the budget. First
Yeah.
off, like it was insane.
They were going off.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I think it helped, like what you were saying about like that beginning sequence, like when the flashback part, that Carrie Joy, it's Carrie Joy, right? Carrie Joy Fukunaga.
I think so.
Joji?
Is it,
Think
it
so?
might be. I think I said
Carrie Joji?
I think it is Joji. Anyway, the true detective background that he has,
Yeah.
and I feel like that really added to that first. It made it gave it that eerie kind of horror cabin in a
Yeah.
a winter location, where it was
Yeah,
kind of
for
like
sure.
ooh, spooky. And I think, I really love True Detective, and
Mhm.
so I thought,
He got his long take in there at the end too,
Right.
up the
Mhm.
stairway, which
Yeah.
is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
yep,
yeah. I think like all credit goes to Fukunaga, because I don't think I was ever once like confused during the action.
yeah,
It all like presented itself and flowed the way it like logically needed to, and like within frame to frame
Mhm.
or whatever, and
Right.
cut to cut. Like it was all very like well done, I thought. So.
the action scene, at the end, going up the stairs, just beating everybody
Dope as
up,
shit.
and it was just like you were never. It wasn't like the Marvel movies where it's like, all right, he's gonna climb this stair, but I need at least 30 cuts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Make it happen, but do it in 30 cuts.
Mhm.
So which is kind of, I don't know.
They got all the way to the top, I'm pretty sure, in one cut.
Yeah.
And then like you saw probably Daniel Craig's back come to the camera.
Yeah,
And then stunt double goes down the stairs. I was like, that was like, well, like, and they got the stunt part of it at the end, where it's like, if you didn't know that there was a cut there, like any movie buff would,
yeah,
like you'd think that Daniel Craig just jumped down the stairs.
Right.
And it's
Right.
like, fuck yeah, man.
super well done.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should check out Casino Royale. I think you should skip Quantum of Solace. That's just my
Okay.
opinion.
It's pretty bad.
It is. It's
Yeah.
it's very.
I don't remember much of it though either. So.
I just rewatched it and I don't remember much of it. But
Is
I already
Christoph
forgot.
Waltz like in?
He's
he's
Inspector.
Inspector, which is also one of
'Cause
the
I
bad
like
ones.
him.
I know.
Yeah.
I
It's
was
also-
so excited when I saw him, but then he,
It's unfortunately a
dead.
stinker.
he
But not as big of a stinker.
Mhm.
he
still
was he was like the weakest part of the movie for me.
Really?
Not his acting, just like dwelling in the mystery of his character for the
Yeah.
first hour could have
Mhm.
been, if you were trying to shorten the movie, you could have expedited that
Mm.
slightly to me. But
Yeah, which is I think what makes Casino Royale one of the more successful ones is because you're spending the entire movie with the villain, and
Mm.
that villain has stakes too, so it
Mhm.
kind of makes him even more human and more like, oh, he has these motives on top of Bond's
Gotcha.
motives and all
that
that
was
stuff.
good too, because there's no like secret hideouts really.
There isn't.
It's like they're all on the open and they have to deal with it.
And you're spending the whole movie with him, and he has a Bond villain tics, his eye is all foggy and it's bleeding, and
Right.
then, then you got Bond. But the thing about those first two movies is you don't have all the cool gadgets.
Gotcha.
You sort of have it in Casino Royale, I guess, with
A
the
little bit.
with the car having the, I guess, adrenaline shots and whatever. But anyway,
Yeah.
but other than that, I think Skyfall is where it pops off, in my opinion.
It's really good. It's
Yeah.
really good.
But this one was probably my favorite. When it comes down to it, it had everything a Bond film needs,
Mhm.
and then some.
It
so.
got the iconic turn and shoot
Yeah.
in movie
Right.
too,
Yep.
so you got to give it credit for that.
Yep. Yeah.
And it was like the perfect closing shot. Like literally, it's just like fucking close the book, dude. Hell yeah, because it's like the car just driving through the tunnel.
Mhm.
It looks like the gun barrel, like the classic
Yep.
James Bond gun barrel. Like, because every movie starts with James Bond walking, and he turns and shoots or whatever down the barrel. And at the end,
Okay.
I think he does the same thing, maybe, but it's the car coming at you with like the barrel of a tunnel, and it's like, story's done. We're leaving him behind. Like, we're moving on.
Right.
Like, it's just fucking great. I don't know. It's just perfect.
One of my favorite moments was at the Spectre party, you know, and all them finally die and they start actually getting into the action stuff. And when James Bond, when he falls down and he just gets back up and he shakes it off and he pours himself a drink, it was like, this is James, like, perfect, because he's like, he's suave, you know, he's cool, he's calm, he's collected, he's
He
badass,
takes the hits.
Yeah.
You can feel it. He
Right,
feels it, but
right.
then he gets up.
but he just shakes it off because he's like, I'm Bond, you know,
Yeah.
fuck it, you know. And I thought that, I can't think of her name, Anna.
Anna de Armas.
Yeah, I thought she was awesome. I wanted to see more of her,
Yeah.
but
I
you
thought
know.
at the same time though, they gave just enough of
They
her.
did. They did.
And like
It was
that whole
sweet.
sequence was really fun. Like
Yeah.
her Bond girl character or whatever in
Yeah.
quotes, like she was like quirky and unique enough. That was
Right.
like, yeah, hell yeah.
She was like 3 months of training or whatever, and then she's like a badass. I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. That
They like pour glasses and like
Right.
clink each
Yeah.
other in the middle of it.
Yep.
And, yeah.
that was my favorite scene, was when he got back up, shook it off, poured him some drinks, and then he was like, all right, let's finish this. You know,
Yeah.
that was where I was like, that's Bond right there.
This one just felt like it was firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like they just knew it was like the love letter, the last one.
Yeah,
But I just felt it. I gave it 4 stars. Like this,
4.5 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I
Yeah,
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to watch any other Bond movie, especially the old ones. I mean,
This
Daniel
is it.
Craig is my Bond, I guess,
Yeah.
or whatever.
same.
But I don't think they'd be much better than these ones. honestly.
I don't think so. It's like now they're like, oh, they're good because they're a classic, you know.
Look-
Yeah, I've seen classics. I know
They're
what they're
lies.
like.
Yeah.
There's one good one so far.
Which one? Oh,
Only
never
one.
mind. I know which one.
Yeah, bite your tongue.
Only one.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Definitely
is-
glad I saw this one in the theater.
Oh, yeah.
Super good
Me
experience
too.
for sure. Yeah.
This is where I was like, because when we went and saw Venom, we didn't see it in IMAX, but I've been seeing all these movies that have been coming out in IMAX, and after seeing Venom, I'm like, I can't hear shit in this movie. And then seeing Bond in IMAX, and I finally found the perfect seat row, and I think it's row F, where I'm comfortable with the sound and where the screen's at.
Yeah.
So I'm having a good time, and I was completely immersed the entire time. Anyway,
Yeah.
great movie.
I
Loved it.
enjoyed No Time to Die.
Yeah.
Me too.
What
was
did
a-
you guys think? Let us know. Let us know what the next Bond movie should be like,
Or if there
Or
should
who
be
it
one.
should
yeah,
be.
Yeah. Where should they take the franchise now?
Should they
guys?
bury it deep? Amazon owns it now, so
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
it's not
Amazon
getting
owns
buried then,
MGM
then.
or whatever.
Oof.
So they'll probably make 8 spin-off series and
Fucking dig that corpse up, dude.
yeah.
Let's go. But thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
Join us on the next one.
Bye.
Adios.